On a quiet Sunday morning, Grand Blanc Township, Michigan, was rocked by an unthinkable act of violence at a local Mormon church. A mass shooting and fire during a church service left the community reeling, their sense of safety shattered in an instant. First responders faced chaos, gunfire, flames, and panic, testing their limits as they rushed to save lives. As Grand Blanc began to heal, the memory of that Sunday served as a stark reminder of how fragile peace can be and the strength found within a community. The attack started with a vehicle speeding into the church wall, shattering the morning's peace. The loud crash immediately broke the silence, startling and panicking the congregation gathered inside. Many didn't realize what was truly happening, thinking it was just a regular accident. But the situation turned into a nightmare when the driver got out of the vehicle and started shooting at the scattered congregation. Gunshots echoed around the church, sending everyone scrambling for cover as fast as they could. Panic erupted. Families ran, children cried in fear, and parents tried to protect their loved ones. Some hid under pews, while others tried to escape through side doors and windows. In just minutes, that sacred place turned into a scene of terror. The attacker, who seemed to have planned this, started fires in several parts of the church, causing thick smoke and flames to spread throughout the building. Many people were trapped inside, blocked by thick smoke and rapidly spreading flames. Cries for help could be heard from everywhere, while some tried to break windows to escape. Emergency responders arrived quickly, facing a very dangerous situation. They had to deal with an active shooter outside, while also fighting a growing fire inside the church. With great bravery, the officers rushed to evacuate the injured and get them to safety. Paramedics worked tirelessly, giving first aid amidst the chaos and panic. Police Chief William Renye later described the chaos as something extraordinary and unlike anything they had faced before. He stressed how difficult it was to control the situation with the double threat of an active shooter and a massive fire. The out-of-control fire eventually caused part of the church building to collapse, leaving behind smoldering ruins and making the situation at the scene even worse. Outside the church, a crowd of people waited anxiously, hoping for news about their family and friends trapped inside. The rescue efforts became even harder, while fear and uncertainty hung over the entire community. 10 people were shot in the attack, causing panic and fear throughout the city. The sound of sirens wailed in the night, marking the start of an unexpected tragedy. Residents near the scene scattered, looking for cover, while security officers rushed to secure the area and make sure there were no more threats. 2 people lost their lives, plunging Grand Blanc into deep sorrow. The victims' names are now part of the city's memory, and their families have to face the hard truth of losing loved ones. A sad atmosphere covered every corner of the city, from homes to public places, where residents comforted each other with hugs and tears. Emergency teams worked tirelessly to care for the injured and look for missing victims in the rubble. They faced a very stressful situation, fighting against time and dangerous conditions. Every second mattered, and their dedication became a source of hope for the victims and families waiting for news. The damage from the fire made recovery efforts difficult, leaving families in painful suspense. Many waited anxiously outside the police line, hoping to hear good news about their loved ones. Smoke and debris stood as silent witnesses to a night that changed everything. Memorials and prayer gatherings popped up as the community came together in sadness, looking for comfort and unity. Every candle lit, every prayer said, became a symbol of hope and strength to move forward. Residents from all walks of life gathered, showing that in sorrow they remained united. The trauma went beyond numbers. Survivors and witnesses now face a long road to healing. Many experienced nightmares, anxiety, and a deep sense of loss. Psychological support and support groups began to form, helping those who struggled to recover from the emotional wounds left by this tragedy. Grand Blanc's path forward is marked by sadness, resilience, and a determination to support each other. Even though the wounds are still fresh, the spirit of togetherness and hope for a better future continues to grow in this community. Together they promise not to let this tragedy divide them, but instead to strengthen the bonds between them. The police finally named the main suspect in this case as Thomas Jacob Sanford, a 40-year-old man from Burton, Michigan. This name quickly became a hot topic among the public and the media because Sanford had never been known to be involved in any major cases before. Burton itself is a small town not far from Grand Blanc, where the incident happened. Many residents were shocked to hear that the person who did it came from a place so close to them. The announcement of Sanford's identity brought some relief, but it also raised a wave of new, unanswered questions. Who exactly is Thomas Sanford? What made him target this church, a place known for being a community hub and a place of peace? Investigators are now working hard to gather as much information as possible about Sanford's background, including his personal life, his job, and his social connections. They are looking into whether Sanford had any connection to the church or its members, or if there was a hidden reason behind his actions. Every part of Sanford's life is now being looked at closely, from his family history, criminal record, to his daily activities. The police are also talking to people close to Sanford, looking for clues about any suspicious behavior or changes in his attitude before the event. All this information is hoped to help uncover why this shocking act happened. As the legal process begins and Sanford faces trial, the people of Grand Blanc wait with hope. They want clear answers, justice for the victims, and to understand what really happened. For now, Sanford remains the focus of a complex and puzzling investigation. This case has shaken Grand Blanc, leaving deep wounds and unanswered questions. All eyes are now on the investigation's progress, hoping the truth will soon come out. Investigators are looking into Sanford's past, tracing his roots in Burton and his connection to Grand Blanc. They're checking out his childhood, schooling, job history, and social life to find clues. Sanford's online footprint is also being looked at because online activity can show hidden beliefs or complaints. Every little thing, from his childhood to recent life events, is being checked to understand what led to this sad event. The picture that's coming together is complicated, with more questions than answers. Sanford served 4 years in the U.S. Marines, reaching the rank of sergeant. His job as an automotive mechanic and vehicle recovery operator needed both technical skills and leadership. He served during a time of intense military operations, including being sent to Iraq. Investigators are looking into how his military experiences and coming back to civilian life might have shaped him. Sanford's years after his service are being checked for any signs of struggles or problems. Understanding his military background is key to building a full picture. Sanford's 7 months in Iraq put him right in the middle of the dangers and stress of war. As a vehicle recovery operator, he went on risky missions outside the safe zone of the base. Investigators are looking into whether the stress from combat or challenges after leaving the military played a part in what he did. Most veterans come home and live peaceful lives, but Sanford's experiences are a big part of this investigation. His time in Iraq is still a key factor as the police look for answers. The investigation keeps going, with the forensic team carefully searching the church for clues and looking for any more victims. Sanford is facing charges like murder, assault, and arson. The legal process has just begun. The community is watching closely, hoping for justice and some closure. Help is being offered to support residents through their pain and loss. Healing for Grand Blanc will take a long time, but this sad event has also brought people together and shown their strength. The town is determined to bring back its sense of safety and its spirit. The path ahead isn't clear, but hope is still alive. The biggest question remains, why? Investigators are looking for clues in Sanford's life, personal troubles, complaints, or a reason linked to his beliefs. So far, no clear connection to the church or its members has been found. His military past and mental health are being looked into, but answers are hard to find. The community waits for the legal process to show more, struggling with how random and pointless the violence was. For now, Grand Blanc is left trying to find meaning in the middle of this tragedy.